So yeah.
You should have gone. It was really fun.
Oh my gosh, you have some.
Is your Instagram?
That's
Okay, be
mine.
careful with the honeys.
Okay.
So I know I messaged you guys yesterday and I notified your parents to wear something comfortable. So does anybody want to have an idea of what today's topic or session we're going to talk about?
Your security blankets.
Probably like places you're comfortable with, people you're comfortable with, probably like those who you're around to. I think it's gonna be like something like expanding to like other, new ideas, new friends.
Oh, remember we had the cutie ball. Now we're going to have a stress ball as means of communication. So go ahead, Cassandra.
What I think it's gonna be about today? Probably, who you're comfortable with and what you're comfortable doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. So you guys are all right. Security, more comfortable expanding your ideas and everything. You guys are all right. So today's session we're going to talk about stress management, anxiety, fears, and how to feel secure. Okay. So again, respect and confidentiality today and every single day of each session that we do have. Sorry, I put the music because it's like soothing and I want you guys to feel like
Feel like it for
just
like,
forgot that
Español.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, I expect you guys full confidentiality again, and I can't stress it enough of how much that is important to keep this group session alive. So I want you guys to tell me one thing. Think of the one thing off the top of your head that stresses you out, or you feel like anxiety every time you come around it. It could be a scenario, it could be a time frame, it could be anything.
Okay.
Like
Not getting my things done. Like, if I want something done, it has to be like any little thing, like my homework, like getting to practice on time. That could easily stress me out. If I'm trying to do something and I'm getting interrupted, that's first thing I could think that would stress me out. Yeah.
Same, like anything on my to-do list, but mostly if I have a bunch of homework and a bunch of reading, I just get freaked out and I get so stressed out and I think that I can't do it sometimes.
Probably the same thing, like homework assignments and studying for an exam, definitely, because some professors don't give out like a study guide, and I feel like that really throws me off, and I get on a whole nother level with like anxiety, stress, and no sleep, and I sometimes lose like appetite, and it's really bad.
Or gain appetite.
I think like how she says, like we get so stressed out that we sometimes like the anger management, we take it out on other people, and we're just like,
Yeah, definitely.
like any little thing, like they'll just walk into your room and you want to shove them.
So that kind of relates to the topic that we had a couple weeks ago on communication. Remember, I had told you guys to do an exercise. Think about what that person might be feeling, or what you might be feeling, or what your thoughts are whenever someone is, getting mad at you or says something the wrong way. So yes, absolutely, you are right. Someone, you might have all this anxiety and all this stress about getting to practice on time that, if your little sister's walking out the door and says hi, you're like, get out of my way, like any little thing, you just tend to blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about stress management today, and I know that's a topic that all of you guys will definitely benefit from. For example, I heard a lot of academic work, classwork, homework, sports. How about anxiety or fears? Do you guys tend that you guys fear something? Accomplishments or goals that you guys have set for yourselves, you might not finish it, and that just gives you anxiety, and you're over analyzing everything, and it just stresses you out.
Well, like fears and anxiety would probably be like the future, like what am I gonna do, like where am I gonna work, and then my grades, and just like anything that I think about the future. But I mean, I try not to overstress, because then I'm gonna be like
Not living in
not living my life. like kids at school that take like a bunch of classes and then are freaking out, and then they just like many scenarios I've heard they like hurt themselves or like hurt others like out of pure just pressure. And I think that's probably one of my fears, that I would like kind of lose it or something just because I can't control.
Yeah, it's very true. The future is very scary. Like, it's hard, to like live in the present and then worry about the future too. But for me, it might be like not doing as good as like I think I can do, like working really hard on an essay and then realizing like not getting the grade I wanted, or realizing like maybe I could have done better, or just being satisfied is hard, or like really trying your best. I think that anxiety really alters the way that how good we work, Because if we're anxious the whole time, then we're not going to give it our all.
I feel that goes with like putting too much work. Like, how do I say it? Just not, for me, it would be like time management and taking on more than I could handle, and then not completing things, like kind of half doing everything instead of completely doing something. Like I'll do this rough draft of this essay today, and then I'll do this for this other class, and then I'm just like half on everything, and that's super stressful for me, and I do that a lot.
Okay. So I do see that a lot, and at first, when we talked about anxiety and stress management, you said you tend to eat a lot, you tend to not eat a lot. So those are symptoms that you feel or you detect that you are going under stress. You feel like you're under stress, you feel like you want to eat. You feel like you're under stress, you feel like you don't want to eat. So those are ways that you can detect that you're gonna have stressful moments, or whenever time management, for example, like being late to practice or finishing things, like being half on every little assignment. I would recommend that you guys do a to-do list. Priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way until what you have to do. Accomplish one single item at a time. Finish the first one, complete it fully, and then finish the second one, complete it fully. Yes, complete it. That's a major point. But having to be able to see what you can knock down and see what you have to complete right on paper, instead of thinking about it and then later forgetting about it and then being like, oh, it's time to go. It's time. This paper's due tonight. So with time management as well, timers. I set my timers, 9 minutes. 9 minutes. It takes you 9 minutes to complete this assignment. Let me see where I'm at in 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, I'm going to change, get ready, get everything ready for tomorrow. Do it all in 9 minutes instead of being like, oh, I have 30 minutes to get to practice, and on that 29th minute running, do it in 9 minutes. Try to have a timer every 9 minutes. Snooze it until you complete it. So for this week's assignment, I would want you guys to take from this class or this session about time management, doing the list, doing the timer. Also, try when you're at moments of stressing and your stress level is high, your stress level is high. Have you ever seen like you're driving and you see a cop and your heartbeat just starts stressing so much, you turn hot flashes, everything's going on at one moment. Or you feel like you had that paper due and you look at the time and you're just like at a stress level of 10. Try to not worry so much about the things that you can't control. You can't control if you're driving and your tire pops. You can't control certain aspects, certain things you cannot control. You can't control if you have a paper due and you get really, really sick and you have to go to the emergency room. Those are just things that you can't control. What you can control is timing. Timing how much time you have until you have to complete getting ready and getting everything ready for tomorrow. Doing the to-do list. Those things are things that we can control. So for this couple of weeks, go ahead and try and do that and see where we're at and see how far along we go. Try and do all of those things. Does everybody feel like they can do that?
Yeah.
Stress a little bit less, get to sleep a little bit more.
I think it'd be like hard to just keep up with it because of all like forget to do the to-do list.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Yeah,